Hello and welcome to this board game life. I am Mark. Today I am going to attempt my very first official playthrough of SETI Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence. I've set up a two-player game. I have to control both players because I'm here by myself. I'm trying to learn this game. If you saw my unboxing that I posted earlier, then you know a little bit about you heard about how I played this at Gen Con, but it was a demo put on by CGE, publishers of this game, and it was not really a teaching demo. It was an opportunity to basically have the game kind of set up and play it. So there was myself and three others with I think they call them minions or something like that. But someone from CGE or a representative of CGE who walked us through how to play this game. So I've gone through all the setup. I am going to now, like I said, this is going to be my first time, and it was a very confusing when I first went through it at Gen Con. So I am going to be referring to the rule book a lot. Normally I wouldn't. Uh-oh. Where'd everything go? Everything just disappeared. Let's see if we're still recording. Looks like it. I could just set the rule book down on my keyboard and minimize my screen. So let's move the keyboard out of the way. Bye, Mr. Keyboard. We're gonna need this book. Let me just set the cover on the game box. And normally I wouldn't do this, record this type when I'm not 100%. But I know it's the new hotness and people want to see it, and I am trying to learn it. So I just thought, what's the harm in just recording my very first attempt through the game? I will likely get stuff wrong. So don't take this as gospel for this playthrough. This is, again, just my feeble attempt to learn the game. So I just thought I'd just share it. If anybody wants to watch me fumble my way through, then you're welcome to watch. I do ask that you do hit the like button, leave any comments. Feel free to subscribe to our channel, please, if you have not. And that way you'll get notified when we do release new content. And with that, heads up, you might hear dogs barking. It is actually New Year's Eve. I don't celebrate New Year's Eve. I don't like going out in the crowds. So we are, and I know I live in the country, and we've got fireworks going off around us. So you might hear those, especially depending on how much longer I'll be here. I hope I'm not here till midnight. That's going to be a long game session if that's the case. Could be. First time playing. But if you're hearing fireworks or dogs barking or kids, hey, it is what it is, right? So let's change the camera. I've done what I can to get everything in view. I even had to take my camera up a bit. So I've got two player boards here. You can I think I'm going to be way out of room here. I've got cards sitting here. This guy's got cards here. I'm really hurting for space. So you are right behind my picture up here. This is another alien board, which I doubt we'll get to. I don't know if we will. If I discover anything, I'll try to work on these down here to display this alien race. There's some 4 gold tiles up here that I can't get them in the camera. But you can basically see everything. It's just I'm really crammed right here. So we'll kind of see how this goes. All right. So I've done the setup. The game is set up. The players are set up. I've already done their resource gathering with their extra cards, taken their cards. Purple is just going to go first. And I think I'm pretty much ready to go. I do want to log this as a play. So, did I even put this? Yeah, I do have. I do believe I have this game in here. I just didn't put it that I own it as it showed up today. All right, so I'm going to do that. I do want to check one other thing before I get officially started. Oh, I do have that set. Okay, all right. So let's go back into this. We'll start my timer. And I think I got my phone. My phone is muted, so hopefully calls and stuff won't come through, and I can ignore. So again, I'm going to be referring to this player guide, the rule book, quite a bit. Like I said, I played this one time partially at Gen Con. So we're going to start with purple, and you can take one main action on a turn, and you can do all the free actions that you wish. I still don't 100% understand exactly everything I need to do. So again, please understand, I'm just deciding to run the cameras while I do this. So I'm going to just talk myself through this, figure out where I make mistakes. And when I realize that I made a mistake, I'm just going to keep moving on as if it didn't happen and just try to play through the whole thing. And it is what it is. It's just a learning game. All right. So the first thing that purple player can do, they can resolve the white part of a card. So they can play a card. And they do have to pay the cost. So this is some of the cards that they have. So in the middle, that's the cost. So 2 or 4 coins. And then they benefit on the white part is the benefit there. They can also launch a probe for 2 coins. They can launch a probe from Earth and try to get out to these planets. They can also do a scan where they mark signals based on text. So you're marking a signal. So like you're scanning a part of the sky and taking some data to put in your computer. They can also analyze data, which none of us have yet, or we can research a tech. But you have to be at 6 on the I can never remember that. It starts with a P. It's not propaganda. It is what is that stupid thing called? It's not propaganda because that's the negative word. It's like pure publicity counter. So all right. So and then you can do free actions like placing data, completing a mission, using the free actions in the corner of your cards. So there are 5 rounds in the game, and we just go back and forth. So you just take an action, as many as free actions as you want. But if you're doing free actions, then you might end up passing early. But I mean, you might still be accomplishing what you want. But I'm probably just going to do the kind of the main action back and forth until I kind of get the swing of this. All right. So, purple guy. I think I'm going to have him launch a probe from Earth. So, that costs 2 energy. I'm sorry, 2 coins, 2 monies. You take this little satellite and you put it there on the Earth. So, he's got his little probe out there. And then now he can move that probe. I just want to double check. So I'm launching a probe, and I believe you just set it on the Earth. Yeah, place it on the Earth space of the solar system board. And you can only have 1 probe at a time in the solar system. So like once this probe gets to a planet, like if I go to Jupiter or one of these other planets, then it transfers up to the planet board, and then you can like orbit or land and do those various things. So that was his main action. Now he could use cards to move as a free action. And I think we're going to go ahead and do that. So he's going to play these two cards, both. So the free actions, you're using this symbol at the top. So he's going to play these two cards, basically one at a time. But I'm going to just create a discard pile over here, kind of out of sight there, where I've got some room. And he's going to move 1, 2. And now I know that he can also, he can also use energy to buy movement if he wants. So one energy to gain a movement. So still a free action. So I could put him over on Jupiter in this turn. And then I think that's about it, because then to orbit or to land, that's a main action. So I think we'll just, I'm afraid I'm going to get too far ahead and like spend the resources that I have, but let's just do it. Let's just spend the one energy. We're going to move him over to Jupiter. He gains a publicity. All right. So that's where he's going to stay. And I think we're going to end his turn. Let me just see. If you meet a missions requirement, you can complete a mission. Meet a missions requirement. I think that's the gray spot down there. Okay. All right. So we're going to have him stop. I don't remember why these cards. Oh, this is taking a card from either the deck or the row. These are end round bonus cards. Okay. All right. So we're going to stop him on his turn. And then we are going to, so it's orange player's turn. I think with orange, I think I want to do a telescope. I want to do a scan. So I just want to verify that I think I can scan in any direction. So I got to go back to the scan portion. I can scan nearby stars. So if I pay 1 credit and 2 energy, I can scan nearby stars using telescopes on Earth to map out sectors of the sky. This is a main action and allows you to listen for signals and receive data without needing a probe. Scanning sectors is the primary way to earn purple alien tokens, those things. So I'm going to mark 1 signal in Earth sector. Okay, so it tells me over here. So during play, I can have to mark a signal. So to mark a signal in my sector, I'm going to take the leftmost data token from the sector's data slot, put the data into my data pool, and replace it with a marker in my color. So I'm just going to go down and scan. Which one do I want to scan? Okay, so I'm going to, just for the heck of it, so I'm orange. This is orange now. We're going to scan this sector over here. We'll put my little token there. Now this data token goes into my computer down here. All right. And I believe that's all. I don't think I can keep going down. I don't think I can keep moving. I don't. Okay. And then, okay, so I can mark a signal in Earth's. One in Earth's sector. Okay, so hold on. We're taking this back. It does say I got to mark 1 in Earth's sector, which is this. So I can only do here. Okay. because this is the sector for Earth. So there's like 8 sectors around there. So mark one signal in Earth sector. Oh, because that's what this shows. Okay, because that's within Earth. And the second one is I can discard one card. I can discard a card from the card row and mark one signal in a matching sector. But I'm wondering if I have to have these things in here first. Do I have to have those like upgrades in there first? And that one is pay a thing for Mercury. You always mark at least 2 signals when you take the scan action, but with the right text, you can mark up to 4. Okay. All right. So I'm doing one out of Earth. The next one says, so the next slot over, I can discard a card from the card row and mark one signal in a matching sector. That is one of the 2 sectors that matches the card's upper right color. So red, blue, or yellow. All right. Or I think I can, let's see, page 17. Let's see if it goes a little more in depth on this. Telescope text can be used only when performing a scan action. As explained on page 12, you may activate them in any order. So during a scan action, you can mark a signal in a sector adjacent to Earth. Okay, so when I get the upgrade, then I can, doing this allows me to go in a sector adjacent to Earth. This allows me to discard a card to put in one of those colored. This one allows me to do Mercury. So this one's not upgradable. This one is. During a scan action, you can pay one publicity to mark an extra signal in a sector with Mercury. So Mercury right now is here. So I could go over and mark one over there, but it would cost me one publicity. And then the next one shows the little hand. I don't see that one showing in this book. This one says during a scan action, you pay 1 energy to launch a probe, or you can gain a movement on that final one, but it doesn't show what that tech there is. So what's that thing? Looks like you would play a card. It's got the little hand symbol, like holding a card. So I don't see that on the iconography. And it's not showing in here. They only show 4, but there's 5. It's gotta mean playing a card, right? Because this one's discarding from the card row. So I think this one is saying you can play a card, but there's doesn't tell you tells you anything about that. Okay. Well, we're off to a great start. Well, this is what I expect. It's my first time trying to learn this, and they don't even show that text spot. So now I'm trying to find that icon of the hand with the card. I'm sure it means playing a card. So it's probably playing one from your hand that has that or that color in the corner. Let's look on the back of this box. Nope. Not there. All right, so I'm going to do at least two. So I can either play one from my hand. I can pay a publicity. And does he? No, I need to know what those are for. Okay. So on that publicity track, what do those symbols mean? During your turns of free, you can buy a card by spending 3 publicity points. Oh, okay. So that means 3 publicity gets you a card. Or up top, spending 6. Is that in the wild thing? Let you to rotate the solar system. So that gets you a card. Okay. So that's what that is. All right. So, all right, let me see what other I have. So we've got yellow, red, blue, and black. So we are going to spend a card from my hand. Has the black indicator up here so that I can scan another. I want to scan from here. And I actually get 2 points. So I got 2 points for scanning, being the second person to scan. And it looks like that's every sector. The second person to scan gets 2 points immediately. Okay, so now we've got free actions. So I did my main of scanning for signals. Did I pay? I don't think I paid. I started out with 1, 2, 3. How did I get? Oh, okay. I should have had one too many there. And how did I end up with these extras? So I should have 4 of these, 2 of these, and I did draw an extra card. Okay. So I needed to pay 1 of these and 2 energy to do my scan. Okay. Gotta make sure I'm paying for everything. Now I can place data. So I could place this here. It doesn't do anything, but when I place the next one here, I get to go up on that track. I can discard cards from my hand to take free actions. I don't have anything. Well, this one will allow me to gain publicity. You can buy cards. You can exchange resources. So I think we're just gonna stay put. We're gonna go back over here to this guy. Now he can either land or orbit Jupiter. So there's 2 different things. So let's take a look at that. So if we're going to orbit a planet, it costs me a credit and an energy to turn one of my probes into an orbiter, which would let him put out another probe, because this thing would become an orbiter over here. And then it goes on this track, and I believe he gets these resources. He gets the 3 points, and I believe he gets these resources right away. If he lands, then he's going to get two data, 7 points, and then this yellow thing, which is like for the alien thing. All right, so to orbit a planet, you're going to remove your figure from the solar system board and place it in the orbit of the planet on the planetary board. You're going to gain the bonuses shown above the planet. The first player to enter orbit around a planet also scores 3 points. To remind everyone that later orbiters will not score those points, cover the space with your figure. There's no limit to them. Okay, so he can go in orbit. All right. Some planets have 1 or more moons. You cannot land on these unless some effect or tech allows you to do so. When you land on a moon, you gain those rewards. Each moon has space for only 1 lander. Okay, so we can pay 3 energy to turn one of the probes into a lander. This is a main action and can only be performed if your probe is on a space with a planet other than Earth. If there is an orbiter at that planet already, this costs only 2 energy instead. Turn one of your probes into a lander. If there is an orbiter at that planet already, this costs only 2 energy instead. It does not matter who the orbiter belongs to. Oh, so, okay. So if I go to orbit, I can do the orbit, and then I could probably land after that. But if I go straight and land, then it's going to cost me the 3. To land on the planet, you remove your figure from the solar system board, place it on the planet on the board, gain the bonuses showed. This will always include a yellow rock-like symbol, which are traces. So there's these purple, yellow, and blue traces, and those are what you want to be able to discover alien life. There's no limit to the number of landers on a planet, but when you land, the first person there gets that. So here you get the two bonus of the data points. I believe that's data points. Yeah, that's 2 data points, which would come from the main supply here. And when you earn one of those, you have found a trace of extraterrestrial life. Below each alien board are 3 discovery spaces matching the 3 types of traces. Place your marker on a matching space. If one is still unmarked, if both spaces are full and neither species has been discovered yet, you instead place your marker on an overflow. All right, so this guy can either, for the cost of, he's got one coin and 1 energy, he can orbit and gain 3 victory points, a data, whatever that thing is. Where's my iconography again? Is that a, I don't know. Oh, he can mark a signal. So you can mark a signal from, take a data token from a sector and put your marker in its place. But it's got the little planet, which is Jupiter. So you probably he can take one of those. Yeah. And then he would also get to, I believe, draw a card. Tuck a card from your hand to take an income resource immediately. All right. Or he can land. It would cost, I don't think he can land. It would cost 3 energy to land. He'd get 2 data for the computer. So the big decision is, does he want to land or orbit? If he orbits, it's 1 less to land on his next turn. So I think that might be the better. So he could orbit now to pay these, to go to orbit. he gains 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Tied with me. He also gets a data for the computer. He gets to mark 1 in this planet. So he gets another data. And then he gets to take one of these cards, turn them into a resource, and immediately collect that resource, which in this case will be a coin. Okay, and then he can place data in the computer, and he's going to gain this publicity reward, so he's up to 6. And I think that's all he's going to do. This would give him another data. I think we'll hold off. So we're going to stop his turn, and then we're going to go back over to Orange. Orange, I think, is going to launch a probe, because we can't do anything with energy. So we're launching a probe. So taking his little, and it comes out of Earth. And then he does have some movement. And if we went here and like here, then we could gain a publicity. Or we could go over to Venus too. We could just go 1, 2 to Venus. So why don't we do that? Let's do 2 movement. 1, okay, gain a publicity. And that's going to be it, I believe, for his turn. We're going to go back over to this guy. So now we're going to land. And because his orbiter is already there, it's going to cost only 2 energy. So he's going to now land to get 2 data. Oh, did I give? Yeah, I did give him his 3 points. So he's going to get 7 points. Okay. And a yellow token. Where do those come from? Is that something I need to have out? Probably. What tokens are those? That's not it. Just needs to be. They don't even show those tokens in here. Marking life traces. When you earn one of these icons, you have found a trace of extraterrestrial life. Below each alien board are 3 discovery spaces matching the 3 types of traces. Place your marker on a matching space. I think it's just one of these things. So you're putting this. So he got yellow, correct? So he goes right here because that's the yellow. So now he gains 5 points plus a publicity. All right. Purple's doing, I think, pretty good. Now, I think that's all he could do out there until he turns it into... I think he'd have to have another probe and then land it once he has an ability to land on a moon. All right. So he did his turn. He's going to go ahead and... he does that, and he can get another coin. He gets another coin, but he's got no more cards. So I think he's out of turns now. All right, so I'm at Venus. All I have is a coin. I don't even have an energy. So I cannot orbit. I can't land. I can't do anything over here. So interesting. So you can resolve the white part of the card, which I don't have enough money. I can launch a probe. I don't have enough money. I can't orbit. I can't land. I can't scan. I can't analyze. I can't research. So I can't do any main action. So all I can do is pass. Or I could. Do you have to do? Do you have to do a main action? I guess that's my question now. Can I do? Can I do a free action to get the publicity up without doing a main? I think you have to do your main action, and then you can do free. Well, maybe not. You take one main action. In addition to your main, there are other things you can do. These free actions can be performed at any time during your turn, before, after, or even during your main. Okay, so I don't have to take a main, I guess, because I can't. So I could turn this in, which I'll go ahead and do to get publicity. I don't know if that's good or not, but I'm going to pass because I can't take a main action. So now I have to discard down to 4 cards, which I don't have any cards. Got to rotate the solar system if I'm the first to pass this round. So I am. So I believe this moves. So I'm going to rotate the yellow. So it's just this one here. I rotate it one sector. That's it. We just rotated the inner part. And I choose one card from the stack of the end of round cards. So I get to pick one. Okay. So all the white part of the card. And then the mission is the gray part. Okay. So I get to take one. So I'm going to choose this one here. And I moved this down to signify that this has been rotated. And now orange is done. There's nothing left. They can't do so. But pretty much it looks like this guy's done as well. He has no cards. He does have 3 coins. So he could launch a probe because this one's out here now. So he can launch a probe. That's basically all he could do. Or play a card, but he doesn't have any cards. So he's going to launch a probe from Earth, which puts him here. That costs 2 coin. Okay, and then for free, he can't, there's nothing for him to do. Okay, so basically his turn's over. I have passed. It comes back to him. So he could, oh wait, he could move. He could have spent an energy, oh no, it's an energy. So now this guy has nothing that he can do at this point either. So he's done. So he's going to pass. Down to 4 cards. Rotate the solar system if you're the first. Choose one card from that. So he's going to take one of these. So he doesn't have to rotate. All right. So leave these face up because it doesn't matter. I'm looking at them both. Okay. So then let's see. what happened? I think the first player token moves now at round end. I think that's all. I haven't researched any tech. We need to do that. We need to research tech. How do you research tech? A 6 publicity. Woo! Well, we both have that. Oh, we could do that. Rotate the solar system, gain a new tech, and it's depicted a reward. Oh, we should have done that on the last round. We should have done that. Let's do it. Okay. We're going to, again, it's a learning game. So we're going to kind of, backtrack. So I was the first one to go out. So I'm going to do, cost me 6. So it goes back to 0. But I get to rotate the solar system. So now we're going to do the yellow or the orange track. That's going to go one sector. Okay. And then I get to gain a new tech and it's depicted of rewards. So here's kind of the whole, see if they have the tech thing in here. So yeah, they do. So if I get this here, I can have 2 probes on the solar system board at the same time. This one is when you move to an asteroid, you gain a publicity. Asteroids will no longer cost an extra movement to leave, so that might be nice. This one is landing costs 1 less energy. And then this one is from now on, you can land on a planet's moon instead of the planet itself. The cost is the same as landing on the planet. Okay, so he would have liked to have that one. Man, he should have. See, that's how you're going to learn. You learn the game. Should have bought this along. He should have bought that when he had it, because then he could have probably landed over here and gotten many more points. And like here, he would have gotten 5 publicity and 12 points or 13 points and 4 data, 7 points and 2 of these yellow thingies, 10 points and 4 energy. So, all right. So then for the telescope, so here you can scan from Earth, but you can scan in a different sector adjacent. Then this one would be pay 1 publicity to mark an extra signal in the signal with Mercury, so you could actually put 2 signals. This one, during a scan action, you can discard 1 card from your hand. I think I was doing this wrong. I don't think you can do these until you, well, these are different. This is telling you can only do 1. So, and yeah, it costs you 2 to get, yeah, so that's right. I did that right. All right, so during a scan action, pay 1 publicity to mark an extra signal, kind of like that. Pay 1 energy to launch a probe, or you can gain 1 movement during a scan action. Discard 1 card from your hand to make an extra signal to a matching sector. And then we got the computer tech, so we can get some things down here to basically give us bonuses as we go through here. So you can gain energy. These are gaining resources. And you can see what's on the top. And when the first person to take from that pile gets 2 victory points. So, like, if I took this one, I get 5 victory points, and then I see what that is. Oh, it would be gaining a card, and I can put that in any one of those spots. So if I go up here and take this tech, which is the one for Mercury, that might be a good one to do, because you can put a extra scan in Mercury's zone. You can do two things. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend my 6 points. I'm going to take this tech here. I get the 2 points. I get 5 points. This flips over, and I get to put in now the Mercury one. So the points go right away. So, okay. And then the other guy here, purple will go. He's going to do the same thing. He's going to drop down his 6. He's going to take, what was it that, landing on a planet. So he kind of wants that. But it will give him, he'll get 1 publicity and 2 points. But he's already landed. I don't know if you can take a lander to another place. And then you can land on a planet's moon instead of the planet itself. I think that would maybe not benefit him at this point. So should I do his computer to give him 5 points as well? I could put it right in that slot and he could gain a card. So we're going to do that. We're going to give him 5 points as well. And then he's going to, he's going to gain 2 points as soon as he lands on it. And then he also has that ability. So he goes up 5. Okay. And then I got to do something with that. Okay. All right. So this showed this in the setup about getting to the 20 and the 30 spot. Those are neutral markers. So neutral markers, that's all it says. So what does the marker do? What's the neutral marker do when you get to it? Neutral milestones. So in games with fewer than 4 players, you placed non-player markers at the 20 and 30 point milestones during setup. At the end of a turn, which you reach or pass one of these milestones, a non-player research group discovers something important about one of the 2 alien species. Each species has 3 spaces that lead to its discovery. If any of these is empty, move a non-player marker from the milestone to the leftmost empty space. It is possible this will result in the discovery of an alien species. On the other hand, if all 6 spaces are already full, when you reach this milestone, then both species have been discovered, and these neutral milestones have no effect. Okay, so, and you ignore that in a 4-player game. So basically, one of these is going to come over here to the far left. So I believe we need all 3 of these to discover that alien race. I do believe. So let's just make sure. Research and attack. We did that. I'm going to need the discovering alien species. So by 2 face down boards, we got that. So the pink ones, these life traces are usually earned by scanning the nearby stars. The yellow ones earned by landing on planets. The blue ones are by analyzing data you collected. Once all 3 discovery spaces are filled by markers, the corresponding alien species is discovered. So we're real close to discovering one. All right. Okay, so now we did correct for that, and we're now going to go. Between rounds, I kept that because now we're going to go into round 2. So everyone gets the income resources showing on their starting income card, plus resources on all the cards that they have tucked. So this guy's getting 3 coin, right, for this card, and then 2 more for his tucked. He's getting 3 energy total. And then he's also drawing a card, which I believe comes from the deck. I believe that's a deck from the top of the deck. One random from the deck. Yep. Okay. All right. So he's going to get to draw a card. Myself, I get a total of 4 coin. Okay. I get 2 energy and a card. 1 card. All right. Okay. Pass the starting player marker to the left. Move the rotation reminder token on the stack of... Okay, which I did earlier when I did that. So when you draw a card from the card row, you replace it immediately with a card from the top of the deck. So that's the card row. We haven't pulled anything from there yet. Other ways to get cards. This effect lets you draw a card from the card row. So we don't get... Oh, yikes. So if we got no cards, we got no cards. We got to figure out a way to get cards. All right, so this effect allows you to draw a card from the card row or from the top. So there is that a main action to drawing cards? Well, you can buy a card for 3, for 3 publicity? Wow. Or you got to have the effect on the cards that lets you draw cards. Ugh. Oh boy. Buying a card costs you 3. Wow. 3 pub points, baby. 3 pub points. Okay, so Orange's turn. You go first. Now what? So we can move to Mars. Is Mars going to be better than a Venus? It's 1 move to go to Mars. So we need a blue. We need a blue to get the alien undone. Right? I think that's going to be from scanning or from doing this stuff. That's right. That's going to... So as soon as we scan a computer, then we will discover the blue and get the alien. Okay. All right. So I think I'm going to move to Mars. There's a lot more points if I go to Venus, or I'm already at. But I could get a publicity by going to Mars and a card and get another resource and pull something in Mars's sector. So I think I'm going to do that. So we are going to spend an energy to move to Mars. We gain a publicity. Okay, that's my main action, so I can't do anything else there. I can't land or anything like that. Because I moved, right? That was my oh no. My movement was a free action. Okay, so now I can orbit or land on Mars. If I land, I get 6 points, 2 data things, and a yellow, which does us not a whole lot. And I'm sorry, this guy got 5 points for putting his thing there. And that was a neutral. So purple got 5 more points for discovering that. And I can go over to, but if I go here, I'll get two data, 6 points plus a yellow, which I could put over there, which would give me 3 victory points and a publicity, as opposed to 3 points, a card, which would be flipped to income, and markers there. I think I'm going to land. So it's going to cost me... Oh, I can't. I can't land. So the only thing I can do is orbit. That's it. So we're going to pay to orbit Mars. So he comes over here. He gets 3 points. I do get to draw a card. Is that one from the market? Draw a card at random one from the deck. It's a random from the deck, so you take it off the top. Okay. And then I get in Mars's territory, so I gain this. Put my little thing out there. And then I get to do another. See, now here it's like I want to gain another card, which might be the best, but I only get 2 energy at the start of my turn. It's the thing. This is definitely a resource management. I think I'm going to go with. Oh, kind of wanted to keep that. Let's just go with another card for now. We'll see. And I gain it right away. Okay. Okay, so I have orbited. I did that. Completed this. I can do free actions. That's it. So as done. That's my twine. All right. Let's see. Back to purple. Purple has their. He's got a lot of resources. Purple wants to get this alien guy exposed. So what do we need to do? We need to discover the blue, which, how do we get that again? Oh, by the computer. So he needs computer data. So he could scan in Earth, right? He can scan in the Earth sector, and he could discard one of these to score 2, which would give him 2 things, get him closer. I think that's what we're going to do. So he is going to scan. So 1 coin, 2 energy. He's going to scan in Earth sector, which is here. Okay. And then he's also going to do a second one. So the second one allows him to, the signal allows him to do, he can use one of these cards. So if he does this one, he can go into the red. So we discard this. It gets filled immediately. Then he gets to take 1 from the red. And then he gets 2 points for being the second one there. Okay. And then free actions, he can place here. Boom. So now he can go here, gain 2 points, which puts him at the 30. Oh, we're going to discover this right here. Now he can also place here to only need 1 more to do this. But if he goes here, he draws a card, and because of this, we're going to discover the blue anyway. So he's going to go here. He's going to get to draw another card. And then we're going to take this neutral that he just got. We're going to open this up. And now we have aliens discovered. All right, so let's see what we do here, because all right, discovering an alien species. So if a species is discovered during your turn, resolve the discovery after you finish your turn. So if there's any milestones, resolve them before resolving the discovery. Okay, so we're gonna make sure he's done. So he's done those. What other freebies does he have? I think that's all he wants to do. That's it. So let's see, meets. He's not at Saturn. He doesn't have. 3 yellows. All right, so he's done. Okay. So then it says, flip the species board to reveal which species has been discovered. Read the rule sheet for that species. So we're going to go into the box, find the yellow species bag. Here it is. And I also need the yellow rule sheet. There it is. So you get a little sheet like this that will explain how these species operate. They will have a special deck of cards, which I've got. So then, all right, so we're going to follow the setup rules for revealed alien species. The player that marked the 3 discovery spaces will be rewarded at this time. Purple's the only one that marked a discovery space. And all right, so let's read that first. So all right, so we've got mascomites on the moons of Jupiter and Saturn. We have discovered a new species of alien creature. Their name is derived from their diet, as they feed on the rare lunar mineral mascagomite. They exhibit social and behavioral similarities to Earth's insects, but studying samples will reveal their true nature. So we have cards. So when the space is discovered, we are going to shuffle its deck and deal cards to players who marked the 3 discovery spaces. So in this case, it was only purple because we had the 2 neutrals. So each player gets 1 card per marker. Keep the deck near the mascomite's board. Turn the top card face up and place it beside the deck. So he's gaining a card. We're going to just move. We're going to put this guy here. I'm going to just place it face up right there so you can kind of see it. All right. Now, spaces with this alien icon on them, as you can see, they're here. There's a couple of these 6 that looks like have the alien icon. That space lets you know to draw a mascomite card. You may draw from the top of the deck or take the face-up card and replace it with the top card from the deck. These cards can be tucked for income or discarded for their free action effect. They count towards your hand limit. There are samples of mascomites here, so these tokens got to be face down on the solar system board. Okay, and these are face down. Deal 3 to Jupiter. Deal 3 to Jupiter. And 3 to Saturn. And okay. And then the last one goes face up on its designated space on the board. Okay. All right. That's going to be a 2-time an energy bonus. All right, so collecting samples. So samples can only be collected if you have a card that lets you do so. So then look at all these on the planet and pick one up, deliver that to Earth. All right, some cards for the species allow you to land on a planet or a moon and collect a sample. When you collect a sample, look at all the tokens on that planet's space and choose one. Return the others back to the planet space. Look at all the tokens on that. Oh, so you can actually look at all of them. And I guess we don't really need to leave them spread out, but you can look at all 3 of them and then you pick one and then you put the rest back down on the spot. Okay, cool. When you collect a sample, look at all the tokens on that planet space and choose one. Return the others back to the planet space. You can use these cards to land on planets without samples, but you won't collect any mascomites. Keep the card in front of you in case you manage to complete it in the future. Stack one of your markers on top of your chosen sample. This stack represents a space capsule, which can be moved around the solar system in the same way as your probe. It starts on the space you took the token from. Whenever you could move a probe, you can choose to move your sample capsule instead. You gain publicity when it moves to marked spaces, and it suffers the penalty for moving out of asteroids. It counts as a probe for the sake of all cards and tech effects. It can't be turned into an orbiter nor a lander, and it doesn't count towards your probe limit. Now, while your sample capsule is at the destination of one of your Mascomite mission cards, you may deliver the capsule, completing the mission as a free action. So here you can, that's this here. You can have two purples, two of these pink things. Choose Jupiter or Saturn. So this gives you this. This is the mission. You have two of these for this species. We only have one. I think it means you have to have two pink markers because you can put them down here into the overflow. And if you do during your you can do this mission, then you can do that. Okay. All right. Keep this card as completed mission. Keep this card as a say. All right. While your sample capsule is at the destination of one of your Mascomite mission cards, you may deliver the capsule, completing the mission as a free action. This means you remove the delivered capsule from the board, reveal the token, and gain the rewards shown on it. Keep the card as a completed mission, then place the used token face up in the next dedicated space on this alien species board. Oh, so you're putting them here. It becomes a new space. Once there's a sample taken in a blue space, it can be marked by any player, like any other blue space mark. When you mark it, gain the reward from the token. You are allowed to have multiple capsules, and you do not have to keep track of which capsule was enabled by which card. For example, if you have two cards that reward you for bringing a sample to Earth, you can choose which card you resolve when you deliver the sample. The other card cannot be resolved until you deliver another sample. So, we discovered alien life, folks. The Mascomites. See if you can see them. They're like bugs, baby. Bugs! All right. So through all that, I forgot what happened. Somehow this got here. Oh, he passed. He got to there. Okay. And we did the rewards. So he's got this. That's a card over here now. Hopefully I did everything that I needed to do. I think I did. I believe his turn's over. So now it goes back to orange. I feel like orange is not doing much. Purple is working. They've already got to 30 points. I'm still sitting at 12. All right. Let's see what happens here. What am I doing? Okay. So I went there. So this lets me do for 3 cents. I can launch 2 probes, but I can't because I can only do one at a time. So I don't really want to do that card. I don't know what the point of this is. This is just playing a card. It's doing a probe for the same price. Okay, so all right. We need I don't know what to do. What should orange do? What should I do? Let's launch another probe, I think. I need to get publicity again. I need to get that thing back up so I can get some more tech. So I do have Mercury. Where's Mercury? He's pointing over there. So, well, that cost of publicity to do that. Gains publicity for, yeah, you gain publicity by doing these scanning things too. I think we're just going to launch a probe. So let's launch a probe again from Earth. And we are going to, we launched the probe. So now I can't pay for movement. Oh man, I have something that I want to use. I don't have a way I could move this, right? I could do this to move. All right, so we did our main of launching a probe. Okay, so I paid my 2 coins. Boom, he's on Earth. We're gonna do a free action corner. Lets me move my probe. We're moving my probe right here to this comet. So I'm gaining a publicity, and then we are going to complete a mission. So if you meet a mission's conditions, you may complete it and gain its rewards. So I have a probe on a comet, so I get 3 points and a data. 1, 2, 3, and a data. Okay. And then I'm going to put my data out. That gives me a publicity, and put that one in there. Okay. I wonder when you do the mission, does the card go away? Or do you get to keep that card in your hand? Kind of hope I get to keep it. Playing a card. So, mission in this format can be triggered by things you do. When you trigger the mission, you may choose to cover the circle with one of your markers and gain the depicted bonus. Can you visit either one of the, let's see, triggerable conditional missions? Okay. So cards in this format state a condition and reward you receive if that condition is met. If you play a card like this for its effect, keep the card face up in front of you. At any time during your turn, if the condition is met, you can complete the scan as a free action. Gain the reward described by the card and turn it face down. If anytime during your turn. Now, if you already met the condition when you play this card, you can choose to complete it immediately. Okay, wait a minute. Conditional missions. After you play one of these cards, keep in front of you. Okay. Cards in this format state a condition and a reward you receive when that condition is met. If you play a card like this for its effect, keep the card face. Oh, for its effect. If you're playing the card, okay. But at any time during your turn, if the condition is met, you can complete the mission as a free action, gain the reward described by the card, and turn it face down. If you already met the condition when you play this card, you can choose to complete it immediately, and conversely, you are not required to complete the mission as soon as you meet the condition. It can be completed any time during any of your turns as long as the condition is met. Keep all completed missions face down in front of you for the rest of the game. Oh. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So I did a mission. All right. I already forgot what I did. Did I gain my data? And I scored my 3 point. Yeah, because I put the data right there, I think. Okay. So that should end my turn. Back to purple. Purple's got a probe out there. And so these tracks, when you gain the yellow, reds, and blues, you put your little tokens here and you gain the benefits as you move up. So that's kind of how the alien part comes in. So now we're going to, either one of us gets those, we're going to want to put the stuff out there. Okay. So purple, you can move your probe. If you move up, you're going to gain a publicity for going to the comet. But that is a move. Let's see. We can play cards, resolve the white part of the card. So for two things, you're gonna do scanning in the sector with Saturn. You can gain two of those. Or for one, you can move his probe and what's this red thing mean? What's that red thing mean? Mark a signal in a yellow, red, or mark a signal in the red sector. So maybe we'll do this one. Maybe we'll do this. So we can, for one coin, we're going to move your probe, which gives him a publicity. Then he gets to mark something in the sector, so in a red. So he's going to take that. All right. Which is good for him. Okay, so now we used this card. Okay. So that's what we did. We played a card. And he's going to place data. Put that there. Let's see if he's met any missions. If he's got a probe or a rover at SAT, which he does not. He does not have those, and he doesn't have that. So yeah, he's not met any missions. Okay, so this turns over, it comes back to orange. Orange is wanting to go where? Oof. It's going to cost some movement, and orange doesn't have any movement. I can move my probe one space with the two coins, but I'm going to be stuck in the asteroids, and we don't want that. So only have one card. Can't do the orbit. Can't do orbit, can't do land. I can't scan, can't analyze. I don't have those. Oof. Oh, am I done? I could play this card, but it does me no good. So I could just do this to get another data. So I might just spend that to get a data. Put the data there. No, I don't want to do that, because I need a card there to gain the advantage. So shoot. Maybe I don't want to do that. That might not help. I really need energy. That data is not going to help me. So I think I might just have to pass. I think I'm just going to pass at this point, which means discard down to 4 cards. I have 1. Rotate the solar system. So we're going to move back here. We're going to rotate the blue. So everything is going to go. Okay. Because blue is the bottom, so everything goes with it. And then choose one of the cards. And choose one of these. That might be helpful. Oh, and it's a freebie. Let's take this one. That's a freebie. Okay. So he's done. He's passed. This guy's still got a lot he can do. Goodness gracious. All right, so I think he is going to. Oh, that moved us out of the asteroid belt there. So he could move. If he moves his probe, he can get another thing. So he can move his probe, right? For 2 coin. And he goes up. I can do an additional movement for an energy. And he could go to Saturn. which is probably what he should do, right? Go to Saturn. And then that's it. Come back, your past comes back to him. You sell this one in the sector with Saturn. So he could gain 2. You know what he's going to do? He's going to play a card. Going to cost him this 2 coin. He's going to take 2 in the sector with Saturn, which is 2 of these. Okay. All right. So that. And then he can place data into the computer. Bloop. But you can't analyze it this turn. So he's done. It's ready to go. He's done. So back to me, back to him. He's going to pass. Okay. So I already rotated that. He passed, so he's going to take his card. Blue data. Okay, we'll take that one. He's got to discard down to 4, which he is. Okay, and then the round we get paid. All right. Oh, I'm supposed to be checking those things up there. Oh, poop. Uh-oh, I forgot all about the milestones. I haven't checked them once. Some events are triggered when a player's score counter reaches or passes a certain score on the track. Let's hope that's not what that is. So what's that one down there? Oh, I need to look at... This tells you the gold actions on... So... Okay, for each set of probe, telescope, and computer text. Okay, so that's going to be at the end of the game for that gold scoring tile. Then we've got this one for each credit or energy card you have tucked for income. Okay, so that's at the end. Oh, these are just end game scoring tiles. I think you do all this at the end of these life for traces you have marked. And reach completed mission card. Oh, so completing the mission is going to get me that one. Okay, cool. All right, so I don't have to worry about that yet. That is at the end of the game. Okay. All right. So, all right, so we're doing a round. Between rounds, everyone gets their income, pass the starting, move the rotation reminder, and that's it. So, 3, 4, 5. He gets 5 coin. Okay. 5 coin. He's going to get 3 energy. He's going to get a cod. Okay. Orange gets 4 coin. Uh, 2 energy and 2 cards. Really need... And this goes back to purple, so purple is now first. Okay. All right. Player, move the rotation. So it's on the third one. All right. So let's let this guy go. All right. So let's see what kind of cards he's got. So for 3 coin, he's going to gain. That's a tech, isn't it? Gain an energy. Yeah, gain a computer tech and rotate. I don't know if he really wants to rotate, because if he does this, okay, so let's take a look. So when you complete the probing action, Well, this will be our first time completing a probe. All right. That's launching a probe. Maybe it's not called, it's landing on a planet. The sectors. Oh, yeah, completing a sector. Now, if you replace the last data token in the data slot, you've completed the sector. When you finish the main action, resolve all these sectors that have been completed in any order you choose. The player with the most markers in the data slot wins the sector. The player with the most markers in the data wins the sector. So that would be purple in this case. Player places a marker on the space beside the nearby star and gets the reward shown. Oh, so it goes there. Any excess signals you mark in the sector count towards winning. So each player who contributed with at least one marker gets one publicity. So everybody that contributes gets a publicity. Then there's those two scoring, so that's what I'm not understanding. So everyone is tied with 2 markers, but orange wins the section because orange marked it last. Orange got no data for the last marker, but it was worth it to win the sector. Everyone here gets 1 publicity. Orange marks that space, which means orange will also mark a space for an alien species. But did they get 3 points? Resetting the sector. Okay, so that's completing it. Then we have to reset it. So after determining the winner, determine who got second using the same tiebreaker. The second place player, if there is one, leaves a marker on the first space of the sector. Return all other markers from the data slot to the players and refill the empty spaces with data tokens as you did during setup. Players will thus be able to mark signals and get data from the sector again. On later turns, the sector can even be completed and won again. Note that some sectors offer greater rewards for the first player who wins them and lesser rewards to players who win them later. Okay, so these sectors are all kind of different. So that's just getting a red. That's a red. So over here, you're going to get 2 points and a red. But if we redo it again, then you're going to get 5 points. You just won't get the red alien, whatever it is, proof of life or whatever it's called. Okay. Okay, so we're back to purple. So purple's going to scan, or yes, they're going to scan 2 of these, 1 of these. He's got the money. He's going to scan right here, which gives him this. Oh, he'll still analyze in a minute too. So he's going to scan, and the scan allows him to do 2. So he could use one of these cards to scan on one of those sectors as well. So where else is he? He'd like a red. There's no red. There's a yellow, so he could put he's going to scan in the yellow because that gives him points as well. Gives him 2 points. Okay, this gets refilled. Okay, so he did a scan, mark the signals based on the text. Okay, then he can do, is analyze data. That. Okay, well, he can't do that. He'll do it next turn, but he did this. Okay, so let me go back to this. So he completed that. So we're each going to get a publicity for contributing, right? So he's going to put a token up here. He's going to get 2 points for that, and he's going to get a mark of pink. So he's going to get to mark a pink, which gives him 5 points. and an alien card. So he can either take this top one or draw from here. He's going to take this top one because he's already at Saturn anyways. And he's also Jupiter. So he's going to take this one. This flips up. Okay. And then, so he won that. Now we're resetting the sector. The second place player leaves. I stay there. I get to leave a marker there. He gets his markers back. We put more data there. Okay. And that adds up. All right. Not too bad. It's coming together. It's coming. Unless I'm really messing up, but I feel like where's my tech? Oh, okay. So he did everything, right? So he has to do this on his next turn. Let's see if he's met a mission requirement. Choose. He has to have 2 yellows, which he does not have. Okay. That's at the end. He's got one of those. Okay, so he needs one more pink. So no missions. I don't think he needs to do anything, to be honest. I think he's just going to hold up. Back to Oranja. What are you doing, Orange? Figure this sucker out, dude, because you were way behind. All right, Orange, Orange, Orange. You kind of wanted to move to Saturn, right? So let's move your probe for 2 coins. I'm going to move you here. You go up 1. And then I'm going to move you again to put you on Saturn. And you gain another. Okay. So I did my launch a probe. I just launch a probe from Earth. I think I've been doing that wrong. That's launching a probe. Oh, moving is 1 and 1. Okay. So I'm going to take one of these back. Because I know I just did that wrong. I know I've done that wrong a couple times, but at least I'm correcting it. Now I have no energy, but I moved him twice. You got to move. Is that price? Okay. Okay, so I'm there. I can't do anything. Can't place any data. I don't have any. I don't. I didn't. So I can't do any of those. I could cash in some of these cards, but I have 6. What was the deal with 6? 6 allows me to get a. Oh, yeah. 6 allows me to get a technology. So, what tech do I want? That's a good question. I'm not doing well with the computer stuff, so I probably should do my probes. So I'm going to Saturn, right? I could land on. You know what? We're going to do this one. We're going to land on a planet's moons instead. That's. I know it's only going to be this one, but it's going to cost me 6. I do get 2 points. It's something. I get a prosperity back. And then I can land on the moon. Can land on the moons now. So my next turn I could land on. Yeah, I could orbit, I could land, or I can go to one of those. All right. So I think that's it for my turn. All right. Okay, back to purple. Purple Also at Saturn, I didn't do this one for him earlier. I thought I picked up I went with the computer thing. Oh, he's analyzing. So remove all the data from your computer. He's going to take one of these. All this data here comes out, goes back to the supply, and basically he gains a blue. So he goes right here. He gains a card and 5 points. Mass sample, then look at all those on the planet and pick one. I think deliberate. Okay, I think we're just going to go with this one. Uh-oh, my light is moving. Let me fix that real quick. I think my dog hit it. No, you're not even close to it. Oh, yeah, you are. Yeah, knocked my light, buddy. One of my dogs is right below the table, and he has been here sleeping this whole time. He's the noisy one, but he's super sweet. He's been crashed out under the table, and he just moved and knocked the light. Yeah, okay. All right, so where were we? So I drew that because he took that. So he did his analyze. Is there anything else? So you can't do that yet. You don't have that. You don't have that. And you don't have that. So does he want to? Gonna have to lose some of these cards here. Oh, I didn't rotate the solar system when I did my thing. So I have to rotate. It's just the top. When I did my tech, I was supposed to rotate that top section. Okay. So if you have a probe, so for 1 cent, that's playing a card. Can't play that. He already did his thing. So, all right, I think he's done. We'll go back to orange. Orange is doing what? Orange wants to, and you can't. You can't land because I don't have any energy. Oh. Don't have any energy. I can't get any. He can't do anything. Can't orbit. Man, this energy thing is killing me. It's lack of energy. Can't analyze data. I didn't visit Mars. I didn't do any of that. I didn't do that. I can't. I can go up. I can do this one, I guess. I could spend 2 coin to get a publicity. That's it. I'm not even sure I even totally understand that card if I'm even playing it right, but we'll spend 2 coin, I guess, to go back up the publicity track. I can't play a card. I can't launch a probe because I'm already in the solar. Oh wait, no, I can't. I don't have to. I don't have any energy to do anything else or that. So I have to draw down to 4 cards. I'm at 3. Rotate the solar system if it's the first pass. So we're gonna be the orange. So rotate that. Okay, and I choose a card out of here. I think I'll take this one. So I'm done now. Okay. We're back to him. He can't cash in any stuff either. Ooh, he got points he can cash in. Oh man. He's got some all these alien cards let you do 2 things to cash in. So he can cash in for points and data. You can cash in for points and movement. I think he's going to do, what can he do on the main? He doesn't have, so he's going to cash, he's going to do one of these because you can do these in any action or in any order. So he's going to do that to go to 5. This, see these cards. So here he can get a shuttle or like a token here, and or here he can get, okay, satellite token. Let's see. I think he's going to go with this one. He's going to pay the 3 coin. He's going to gain an energy. He's going to gain a blue tech token. He can stick anywhere. And he's going to rotate. So this goes and the whole thing goes. Okay. There we go. So now he gets a blue tech. He gets to take 1. And so that's give him a coin. That gives you an energy or 2. He's going to take the prosperity one. Right? So he gets, I'm already tells you what's underneath it. So he's going to gain 2 points and an energy right now. He flips this up and he's going to put that sucker right there. Okay. So that was, he played a card. Now he's going to place data. That gives him 2 points. I'm sorry, 2 points. Okay. This will give him 2 publicity. This will give him another publicity. All right. And now his turn is probably over. Yep. Okay. You passed. Back to him. Now he's at Saturn. So he could. There's already a satellite there. So he can land for just 2 energy. But he can't land on the moon. He can only land on the. So he can land here to get 2 more of those. And 8 points and a yellow, which would give him. That's probably what. I think that's what we'll do. So he's going to land. So it's going to cost him only 2 to land instead of 3. 2 energy to land. Oh, actually, no, because I'm not in orbit there. He can't. Right? Because I'm at the area, but I'm not in orbit. I think I'd have to be in orbit. If there's another orbiter at that planet already, which I'm not officially there. So he needs 3. So can he get an energy here? No, he cannot. Well, that stinks. Okay, so he's kind of out in space. He's just in the sector of Saturn. He needs to. Can he orbit? He can orbit. He can orbit there. So we're going to orbit. So we're going to have him orbit Saturn. He's going to get 3 points. 3 points. I wonder what that 50 does. What the 25 does. I'll have to check. Those are milestones again, probably. 25 25, 50, and 70. The first time you reach any gold milestone on the scoring track, mark an open space on one of the scoring tiles. Oh. Okay, so he hit 20. Well, he hit 25 and 50. I haven't even hit 25, so he gets the. So the first time you reach any gold milestone on the scoring track, mark an open space on one of the scoring tiles. You can mark each tile only once. At the end of the game, multiply the points you mark by the number of times you met the tile's condition. Okay, so he gets to mark 2 of these. So this is the most points, followed by that one. So, good job, purple. You're slaughtering. Okay, but what did I just do? Oh, so we went here, right? No, he's up here. Oh, that's Jupiter. Sorry. He gained his 3 points. He's going to get 2 more publicity. He gets to scan anything in Saturn's zone. So he gets this in Saturn's zone. And he gets to tuck one of these. It's all energy. So he's got 2, 3. Yeah, he's going to tuck one of these. But which one? Not that one. Probably this one. So he gets an energy right now. Okay. Okay, so he did that. So we're done with that move. So that was his thing. He orbited. Now he can complete a mission, right? Oh no, he'd have to do this. He'd have to do this. I mean, he'd have to do the card. But I'm wondering if you're not supposed to get rid of the cards. Because look at all 6 of the planet and pick one up, and then it says deliver to Earth. When you play a card, don't you discard it? I think it's just, yeah, face up in the discard pile. Unless one of the types of cards described, unless it is one of the types of cards described below. After you play one of these cards, keep it in front of you. Oh, so I can play that and then still just keep it in front of me. Okay, so he can do this. So, but that's playing a card on his next turn. He doesn't have any coins. He can't cash any of those in to get a coin. So it's not going to help. But if he does this one instead of this one, he keeps this and tucks this instead. Oops. Oh boy. Then he can put the energy back and gain a coin. Okay. That can go back. He can gain this back, and then he'll be able to play this on his next turn. Okay. Back to me. I have passed. Back to him. He's paying the 1 coin. Okay, so he's going to look at mass sample collection. He's going to look at all of those on the planet and pick one up. So he's at Saturn. So he's going to look at all of these. So that's 3 points in a card, 2 data, or 2 cards. So he's going to take. So what he's going to do is going to take that and put this on there. Now he's done this part, but it has a mission, so he's going to keep that, and he's got to deliver it to the Earth. So now that's a probe movement, and it works just like a probe. So 1, 2. So it's 1, 2, 3, because you got to pay 2 to get out of there. 4. He basically needs 4 movement to move that probe. I could buy a movement right now and put it into an asteroid field, but I think we'll just wait. I think he's going to wait. Okay. All right, so he can put this out there. Doesn't do anything for him. and we'll call it, he's already passed, back to him. He could move. We could do this. We could do this as a movement, right, to there, and then spend, both of these are movements, so that 2 to get out of there, plus he gets another victory point because he needs them. Yeah, he needs them. All right, so now he's now done. He's going to discard. We don't need to rotate. He gets to choose one of these. And I think we'll take this one. All right, so now we just, this will go over here. You got to have you got to have 4 cards. I'm at 4. And he's down to 2. Well, he's got this one too, but I want to leave that one designated separate because that's a mission he's working on. So he's going to get paid 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 2, 4, 5, 6. 3 energy. And he gets a card. This guy's going to get 3, 4 coins. He still needs to get some energy. 2 energy, that's it. Killing Orange is not having the resources. And 2 cards. And it's like, I haven't seen where I can cash these things in for. They don't. You can't cash them in for that stuff. Okay. So it's back to him as first. Now he wants to land. And what he's going to do here at Saturn, he's going to go to this moon because he can. Got the ability. So it's going to give him 12 points, which he needs. 10, 11, 12. I passed one of those. So I'm going to take the next highest, which I guess is 8. And then we passed this one. So this is going to go, I think it goes over here. It doesn't go up there because it wouldn't benefit anything. I believe it's just for those. Because then you don't use them. If both of these are open, you don't use them. All right. So what did I do? I already forgot. I just moved a bunch. Oh, I landed here, and now I think I get to do a probe in any one of those 3 colors, right? Mark a signal in yellow, red, or blue sector. Yeah. So I can mark a signal in red, yellow, or blue. Red, yellow, or blue. Not one I want. Well, okay, so let's mark one over here. At least I can get in on this one before it completely goes away. All right. And then we can do what? Free actions. So I need to get some of these things done. Okay, so I'm going to cash this in for a data. All right. I'm going to cash this one in for a data. I need to get up on that. I'm going to cash this one in for that. Oh, there's a mission card right here. So I'm at Saturn, including the moons. Oh, but I'm gonna just do it. So I gain 6 victory points and a publicity and 6 points, but that got to go turned around. That just goes there. We're not going to worry about a second. So I could cash these out to get back up to 6. Then on my next turn, I could unlock another thing. I think that's what I'm going to do. It's probably the dumbest thing I could do. But I feel like I'm way behind. So, okay. So I'm done. Back to this guy who has a lot he can do. So he can move. So he needs to move, right? He wants to deliver that guy back. Oh, he just needs to move 1. So he's going to move. We're going to spend an energy. He's moving this guy back to Earth. Okay, so he just delivered. Oh, he just delivered to Earth the sample. So he's going to. What does he get? What is that little check? That's the thing that. Oh, he gets whatever that is. Okay. So this comes back. He gains. Oh, he gains 3 victory points and a card. And then this goes up here. Goes in the next track. Then he also gains 3 more victory points. Yay. Because he needs them. And a coin. Now this goes upside down because he did a mission, which will help over on that thing. Okay, so he did his move. Oh, I don't need this. He did the move. He can still do a main. He just did a movement. Turned that in. So let's see what else. He could spend a card. He's got. Oh, he needs to do. He's going to do an upgrade. Okay, so he's going to spend 6. So he's going to down to 4. He's going to take an upgrade. And I think he's going to take a tech upgrade. Doesn't really need the coin. You could probably do this one to gain another energy. So he's going to gain 2 points right now. He's going to gain a publicity. And then he's going to slot this right there. Okay. Right. And then does he want to cash in? He could cash the 2 days. I think he's going to cash this one in for a data, which he's going to place here. And then he's going to tuck the card. I'm really liking this game. I know it probably doesn't seem exciting watching me play through it as it is, but this is really cool. I'm really glad I got this. I'm really having a good time with this. And it's going to be a lot of fun with other people where I can only focus on just what I'm doing more than trying to control 2 and learn the game. Okay, so he slotted that. He did a cash out to get that. And then he was able to. Why did we tuck? Why did we tuck? Why did we tuck? I'm okay. I'm getting sidetracked here. Why did I tuck? So we just played. That couldn't have been. That's not what I dumped, right? Oh yeah, that was because I got the coin. But why did I tuck? Why did I tuck? I got a data. Oh, because I put that there to tuck. Okay. Yeah, I gotta pay attention. Okay, I am doing it right. I did that to tuck. Okay. So he's he's done. Back over to Orange. And Orange has no cards. He's got a bunch of stuff here. What do I need to be doing? Need to be getting points. Can scan some probe. So where's Mercury facing? Mercury's. Oh, okay. So let's do this. We are going to scan. Dang, it's going to take my two energy, but I'm going to scan. And so I'm scanning. I got to scan in place of Earth, right? So I have to scan from Earth. So I gain this, put this there, but then I can also, I think I can do, yeah, mark signal based on your text. So I can remove one. These are all blue. So I really don't want a blue. It doesn't help me, does it? Well, there's a blue over here. So I can take this and put one there, which gives me 2 points. Yeah, baby. And then I can do my Mercury for come down 1, and I can do Mercury, and it's just, I think it's just 1. Mark an extra signal in line with Mercury, which is over here, which completes it. Oh, but I don't win it. But that's okay. So, all right. So now we got to settle that. So he wins a pink, which gives him 3 more points and a card. So he's going to take this one. Okay. I came in second place, so I do put 1. I still stay there. Okay. And then we refill. Okay. So that was the result of my scan. Now I have no cards. I can place all my data. Oh, see, I need cards. I'm going to lose out on tucking something. Oh, this needs to be replaced. That'd have been nice to have. I don't want to put this out there till I get something. So, okay, so I got nothing else to do. Oh, I can turn in. Oh, here we go. I can turn in 2 of any resource for 1 of another kind. So I'm gonna put 2 coins in for an energy. Forgot that I can do that. That is one of the things you can do. And I could buy a card for 3. I'm going to do that. I'm going to buy a card. Wish I had that one. Yeah, that one would have been better. I need. Well, so here's what I can do. So now I can place these. So that allows me to tuck. Still not helpful, but. And I can just plug these in. And I can analyze and get a blue on my next turn for the one that I have, which would give me that right there, which give me some points and another card. So, all right. So this guy's done. We're going over here. So we can, let's see, can we resolve a weight on a planet or moon, even without the required tech? Then look at all those on planet and pick one up. So you can do another mission here. We're not Uranus, so that's not helpful. So this one, he could spend the 2. So he's on a planet or a moon. So he's on Saturn and Jupiter. So we're going to go with Jupiter because we haven't seen these. So he gets to look at these and claim one. Oh, jeez. What the heck is that? Oh, it's 2 coins. Yeah, he's gonna. Why not? I would. That's what I would do. Take the points. All right. So he played his card, but again, it's got a mission, so it stays. Now, does he want to do anything else? Got no data to place. He can go up a publicity. He could go up here. I think he'll do that because I don't think that's going to be anything he wants to do. And then he can gain another upgrade. Okay, back over here. And I already forgot what I was going to do. Something, right? Oh, I'm going to analyze. So I can analyze here. I get a blue. All these go back in the supply. And I get a blue. So I gain 3 points. And I get a card. I'm going to take this one. Ho ho, ho ho. But I want to do this Orbital Earth, and I get to do that one twice. Whatever it is, it counts twice. Ooh, that's worth 2 prosperity to turn it in. Oh, those are nice. Okay. But I can do this on my next turn. I think we're going to have to go that route. Man, I should have not let him take the 7 point, because I should have got. Oh, but I'm not there. I have to look on Saturn anyways. Okay. So that was my turn there, right? I did something. Oh, I'd analyzed to get the blue, to get there, and then now I don't have data to place. I'm saving that. I don't need to discard, don't need to do that. Could turn in 2 of these for another green. I'm going to do that because I just don't have green. Okay, back to purple. So he wants to move back to Earth. It's going to take him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movement. So he could go cash in 4 of these for 2 of these. And then he's going to move 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's going to get 2 publicity. I think he's done. Back to orange. Orange wants to move. No, orange wants to do. We're going to resolve this card. So we're going to look at all of the things on a planet and pick one up with my rover or my. Oh, it's on a planet, not a moon. Shoot. I think another one I saw said including moons. That says a planet or a moon. Okay, so give me this back. I can't do this because I'm on a moon. I'm not on the planet. Can I move? Can I move from a planet to? A Mascomite ate one of my rule sheets. Where can I find a copy? Funny. That's funny. So I'm wondering if can I move? I'm landed there. Am I stuck there? A3, determine your probes into a lander. So you're turning it into a lander. Yeah, it's a lander. I don't think you can take back off because it's a lander. You converted it. All right, so that does me no good. Boo! Boo! Okay, so where was the ability to tuck? How did we get that? Um, okay, so out of Earth sends me that way to do a scan. I send a probe out, which I can do. I can launch a probe from Earth. So let's launch a probe for 2 coin. I'm gonna launch it from Earth, and then let's move it one space here. Okay, and then that's it. I don't think I'm gonna. Well, I could do one more movement because this is not going to help me. I don't have any of the yellows, so I think I'll cash that in for one more movement. So it puts me on Mars and get a yeah, I get that thing, whatever that is. Publicity. Oh wait, that's my card. Oh, was that not my card? Ah, that was not my card. Yeah, this is my only card. It was sitting on top of that. That is part of the market row. Okay, so what am I gonna do? I can't do anything. So I did that. I can't do a move. I don't have an energy. I could turn this in for 2. I might as well give me 2 of those back. And that's it for me. It goes back to him. He wants to move, but he can't. Right? He cannot move. Doesn't have another energy to turn in. Doesn't have a card. All he has is one of these. So he's going to use 6 of these to take one of these actions. I think he's going to go with, for the heck of it, he's going to do where he can have the two probes out, which I don't know if it's going to matter at this point, but he gains 2 points and a card, and he gets a card. Now he can have 2 probes out. Okay, back to me. There's nothing I can do. Nada. Yeah. So I'm passing. So down to 4 cards, which I don't have any cards. I get to rotate the solar system, just the top one. Oh, so we all got dumped down here to that little spot. Oh, okay, we're taking this one. We're taking that one. That gives me energy, an extra energy for each one tucked, and increase my thing with that card. So we are definitely playing that card next turn. Okay, rotate solar system. Choose one card from the stack. Okay, so I'm done. Go back to him. He can play this for 1 to gain a card. I don't understand this telescope modernization. Yeah, I'll have to look those things up. I think he's just going to be done. He needs to move and he can't. This allows him to pay this to draw another card. I might as well do that. Okay, so he's done. He's going to choose a card from the stack. And then this will be our last round. I don't think this one's going to benefit him in any way. Okay, last round. So we're all going to get paid. He's down to 1, 2, 3. These are for the end. So he has his 4 cards. He's going to get 3, 4, 5, 6 coin. 3, 4, 5, 6 coin. 3 energy. 3 energy. And 2 cards. Okay, I'm getting 4 coin. Time for orange to start making a move. 2 energy. 3 cards. Okay. Okay, and this passes to him. I think that's it. I think you just cash. I'm trying to remember. You cash, pass starting, move the... Yeah, so we're on the final round. So let's just see if there's anything specific. No, just end of game. Once it ends, we do all the milestones, and then we... That's it. That's it. See who wins. So purple's up. Okay, purple needs to deliver to Earth, so he needs to move 1 space. So he's going to do that. He's going to pay the energy to move. So, okay. So he gets... Okay. I'm still there. So he gets 7 points. He gets to put a marker there. Oh, you can't be on... Sorry, you can't be on the same one twice. He's going to go here. So he got the 7 points. This goes... It must go there. Okay. So he did a move, turned that in, completed this. Oh, he also gets 3 of these. And 3 data. And he's completed that mission. Okay. Okay, so that was just the Chivas. So he can do these at any time. Look at that. 2 points. 2 points. I can get another card or I can get another energy. And I don't have to do the bottom ones. I could go right here and analyze and get another blue. Then he could go right there and gain 2 energy. Let's grab a card. Okay. So he's done a bunch of those free actions. That's at the end. Right. Oh, that means you do that action. for 2 cents instead of 1 cent and 2 energy. You can do that for 2 cents. So you can probe and scan in any sector. Got nothing that's close to being over. What's Vega? What's Vega? That's Vega right there. Okay, so you can signal at Vega. Mark a signal in a black sector. Those are rare. So you can mark a signal there, and you'll get 2 points for it. So he hasn't done his main yet. That would be what I'm doing. Okay, so he's going to mark a signal in a black. He gets 2 points for that. Because again, he needs the points. Then you can just sit this here and get another energy. And then that is at the end. So again, I think that's not a mission, right? End of game scoring card, yeah. Keep it in front of you for the rest of the game. So this just stays over there. It's already been done. So I think I'm just going to flip it. Okay. Okay, so he did a card. Is there anything else we're going to do? He doesn't need to move anything. He's got a lot of resources here. Okay, so I guess we'll just go back to orange. I think orange wants to do this. So for 3 coins, which it's going to cost, I gain an energy for each card with an energy tucked for income. For each card. Oh, it's only going to give me 1, but then I increased my thing with this card. So it's going to give me a couple of energy. I don't know if that's worth it at this moment. That may not be the smartest thing. So I can do this. Oh, I think this is for every satellite I have. And so I do have a satellite. Oh, yeah, I have an orbiter and a lander. So if I pay this for 1, I get to go up 4. So if I pay 1 coin, I get to go up 2 and 4 because I have a lander and a orbiter. So I get to go up 4. And you go. Okay, so I played that. I don't have any. I got nothing. Oh, I do have that guy. Where was I trying to send that guy? Oh, I guess I could move him to Venus. I have a signal in 4 different sectors. Oh, I do have a signal in 4 different sectors. Okay, so let's. Then I can't do the movement. But this. What did I do? I did something, right? I played a card. That's how I got those things. I think I'm going to save this for my next turn. I'm just going to save this. I'm not going to do anything else other than that main turn. Oh, I could move for an energy. So let's do that. Let's move. He's going to Venus. Going to gain that. And then we're done for my turn. Back over here. We're getting pretty close to being done. As soon as we're out of movements, the game will be over. So purple has no probes to move. It doesn't need to use the movement. He's got 3 tech, which he does not. But you can put a thing in any sector. You can put a signal in any sector. Here, this gives him a card. This allows him to do the satellite. This allows him to land, but he has nothing to land. This one would allow him to put a signal by removing 2 cards, rotate, and gain a thing. A purple. So I think we'll go with this. He's going to spend 4 to play this card. So he's going to get to put a signal into any 2 sectors, so basically blue. But when you do replace these right away, so there's a blue over there, so we're going to discard this. He's going to go into this blue sector here. Okay. We replace this, and it's another blue. So he's just going to do the same, put it in the same spot. We'll be close to closing this one out, and he's actually winning it. Okay, so that, okay, then he gets to rotate this. So we're rotating the orange. Okay, right there. Rotating the orange, and he gains one of these upgrades. So I think he's going to take this one. Lets him do it in multiple sectors. So he's going to gain 2 of those and a card. And plus 2 points. Because he needs them. Right. Okay. I already forgot what he just did. We did this. Oh, he was playing this card. So that played his card. Okay. Let's see. He does not have that. But he does not have. Yeah, he does, right? But that's playing this card. Oh, wait. I think he might meet that. He doesn't have 3 pinks. He doesn't have that to land. If you have. No, that's a different thing. That's a probe. He does not have a probe. He's got satellite. He's got orbiters. He does not have a probe out there. So, okay, so it doesn't meet those. Oh boy. Okay, so he can put this out, so he's ready to analyze again on the next turn. He doesn't need to do, this would be better to keep. This one, I think he's going to turn in for the publicity. Okay. Back to Orange's turn. Orange is going to, I think Orange needs to gain something. Take this blue and get 3 points. And give him some energy. So let's do that. So let's go down 6. We're going to take this. We gain 3 points. Yeah. And we're going to put this in the first spot. It'll give me 2 more points and an energy available to me. All right, so that was my main. Now, I'm going to cache this one to get a data. And then I think I'm going to leave it as is. So now I can place data in my computer and place it. I'm going to put it on the. Do I want more energy? I could land with 2 energy. No, I would need 3. because there's nobody else at Venus. But I could orbit. I can orbit already. Let's just do it. Let's just we'll go down to there and take that extra energy. And then I think we're good. Purple. Back to purple. See. He doesn't have the 3 for that. That doesn't work. Allows him to launch for 2 instead of the 1 and 1. So let's do that. We're going to play this card. I'm going to play that for 2 coin. Okay. He's going to launch a probe from Earth. And then we're going to cash this one in to move it to Mars. He's going to gain a publicity for that. And I'm going to do this. I forgot that. Okay, well, that's fine. He's not in a hurt for that. So we did this. I'm pushing over here because this is available if he ever gets 3 pinks. He needs 1 more pink. Okay. Back over here. What did you need? What does this guy need? I think I wanted to do this one. So I want to do this because it's for 2 coin. I get to make 2 signals in a sector with one of your probes. So I can put 2 here. I also get to go up 2 points. Okay. And then I have a signal in 4 different sectors. 1, 2, 3, 4. I gain 2 publicity. And that is a completed mission. And now I still want to save this. I still need to do this at some point. All right, so we're going to stop, go back to him. He has 3 energy. So he can... Where's his probe? He's on Mars. There's already an orbiter there. So he could land for 2 energy. Do you want to land on Mars or does he want to orbit Mars? Oh, no, he wants to do this. I'm sorry. He's analyzing. This dude is analyzing. Because he's going to get another blue. He is analyzing. So he's going to go right here to gain 3 points on a card. I need a blue so I can take that 7 points. And I don't think we can go up because there's nothing there. So if he gets this and then gets another blue, I think he has to put it like here for just the 3 points. Or he can put it over here to get 3 points and that, and then that would open up that alien race there. Okay, so he did the analyze. So now he can place 2 more points. He can place for 2 and 3. Okay. And then he's got that. Does he have a satellite? He does have a satellite. He meets this mission, but I think I'll do it later. Okay, can't do any of that. So I think he's just going to hold. Back to me. I don't think there's anything. Oh, that's right. We're at the end of the game. Shoot. So, what can I do? I can orbit. So I'm at Venus, and I can orbit Venus. I can't land, right? But I'll get 3 points. So landing at Venus cost me 2. No, it cost me 3. I can't. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. Oh, I'm orbiting. One of each. Orbiting. Okay. All right, so now I'm getting 3 points for being the first, and plus 6, I get 9. So 44 to 53. And I get to tuck a card, which is energy, which gives me the energy right away, but really doesn't do me a whole lot at the end of the game. All right, so now I have no cards to play, no missions to meet. I got nothing. I can't do anything. All I have is 2 of these, and I have no other probes. Everything's taken care of. I could put these guys out to gain 2 points. Oh, I passed the 50, so I can go to the 6 point, I guess. And then oh, right here, end of round. I keep going to the book, and it's right here on my thing. Okay, so I think I'm done. I did my main action, so it's back to him, back to purple. He's done this. Now he's around Mars, so he can land. He can land for 2 because I'm there. So he's going to get 2 data, and then he's going to get 6 victory points. So 94. He's getting a yellow. Which gives him another 5 points. Okay. And he gets an alien card. I'm just going to take the top one. There. So that was his main thing. He's going to place these out. And he gets to tuck one of these. He's going to tuck a card. Okay, hold on. That probably doesn't want to. I don't know if you get the bonuses on those tucked cards. So let's just do this. Let's tuck this. And get a coin. Okay, so place this data. Okay, I think he's done. Oh boy, back over to me. I think that's it. There's nothing I can do. I have 2 energy. I can move, but I don't have a probe to move. I've taken care of them. I have no coins. I could land, right? Can you make an orbiter into a lander? Can you make an orbiter a lander? Probably not, because again, I think it goes back to you're landing on a planet or a moon, let's see, or you're orbiting a planet. Because you're turning a probe into a lander, or you're turning a probe into an orbiter, so you can't land an orbiter, because it's already been changed. So I cannot do that. I can remove all data from my computer to mark a blue. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, I got to get all that out there to do that. I'm at 6, so I could gain another. I guess I could do that. It gives me a couple points. upgrade something here. What's going to give me the most points? Which won't matter because I can't beat him. I can't gain. I can't. It's basically my last ditch move. So we'll just take this guy. It'll give me 2 points. And this will be one last. What is it? One last energy to. During a scan action, you pay 1 energy. Pay 1 energy to launch a probe, and you can gain 1 movement. Again, it's just making a movement, doing something. All right, I don't have anything else to do. So back over here, I did a main action. I did the 6. Back over here, he has no probes, nothing out there. So he has no probes. Okay, so can't do that one. Doesn't have 3 coins for that. Doesn't have 2 coins for that. This is 1. Look at all these things on a planet with your probe. Oh, yeah, but he doesn't have the probes. There's no probes. Okay, so he can't do that. He can't launch a probe. Playing a card can't play any cards. Can't launch a probe. You can't orbit. There's no probes to orbit or that. You could do a scan. So he could do a scan. You can scan from Earth and then from one of here. Okay, that's what he's going to do. So he's going to do a scan. So he's going to cost him 2 of these. He's going to scan from Earth. So he's going to go here. And he gets to scan from one of these, which is, we'll take a blue one. Okay, so now he's going to do this one. And now he wins this one. He gets a pink. He gets to mark a pink, which gives him 5 points. So purple's at 105 or 104. Okay. And then I stay there. These come back, but we each gain that. Now he can gain more points because he needs them. He needs them. He really does. All right, we're almost done. He had 1 more of those. He could hit another blue to get 7 more points. All right. So doesn't need those. He's got nothing to move, so he's done. We go back over here. There's nothing that I can do. I have 2 energy, and that's it. I can't land a probe. I have no probes. I can't do nothing here. I got nothing there, so basically I'm done. And that ends my game. And we'll go back to him. I don't think there's anything he can do. He has no coins, so he can't play any. All he can do is basically. I think he wants to keep these gold ones in front of him. He could get rid of that to go up. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. And that's it. All right. That's game. At least it sure seems like it. All right. So let's figure out what to do. End of game. Game ends or after 5 rounds. Once the last player is passed, it is time for final scoring. So players will score points for any end of game scoring cards they played, the ones with gold boxes. Ones they played. Oh, so these don't because these weren't played. Okay, so those are nothing. Okay, so only what was played. So that didn't happen either. These were played. So he's going to get 3 victory points for each black sector that he won. Right, or each. And I think he's got one, right? Because he's got this one. It's not. No one won this one. So he gets 3 points for that. I don't think I had any gold boxes. I did not. Players score points for gold scoring tiles. Okay, so here's where we look at these things. So, and it's on this card B. Okay, so for each completed mission card, so I had 3 mission cards complete. He had 2. So I get mission cards. I got it the best. He did next. Okay, then we have, but we're already on the other thing. I don't think you can mark each tile only once. Multiply the points you marked by the number of times you met the tile's conditions. Oh, so like I met that condition 3 times, I get 6 points because I had the most. Wait a minute. Let me read this a little closer. The player with the most points, let's see. Points scored for gold scoring tiles. So on this side, score points for each mission you have completed. Points for each mission you completed. Let's see. Boxes. Gold scoring tiles. Each gold scoring tile will reward you for sets of something. For each set you make, score the number of points shown by your marker. So if I scored the most, I did 3, he did 2, I should gain the 4 points, right? Because this is score the number of points shown by the marker. But then where was I reading that on here? So I was reading that the first time you reach any gold milestone on the scoring track, mark an open space on one of the scoring tiles. You can mark each tile only once. At the end of the game, multiply the points you marked by the number of times you met the tile's condition. So, if I'm understanding this, for the first one, the mission, I did 3, he did 2, so I get the 4 spot, he gets the 3 spot. Then based on what this says, I'm taking 4 times 3 is 12, and he gets 6 points and I get 12 points. Then players score points for gold scoring tiles, and then some alien species may add 1 more scoring step. Okay, so I've got 12, 57, 67, 68, 69. He's going to get 3 times 2 is 6, so he's going to 111 to 17. So then the next one is, on this side, score points for each set of 3 techs, 1 of each type. 3 techs. So he had 3 blues. I did not have 3 of anything. So he had 3 blues. 8 times 3 is 24 for him. It seems not right. I'm wondering if that is correct. You shouldn't be multiplying it. You can mark only so much. At the end of the game, multiply the points you marked by the number of time you met that tile's condition. That doesn't seem right. I've never seen bonus points scored like that. And that's not what it says in the rule book. It does not say that in the rulebook. I'm wondering if that's a misprint on this, because this is players score points for any end of game scoring cards they played. The ones with the gold boxes, they score points for gold scoring tiles. So I am not gonna follow what that says. I'm gonna follow what the actual rulebook says. So I scored 12, and I think that should only have been 4. So I'm gonna go back 8, back to 61. I gave him 6. He's got to go back 3. And then I didn't take him 24 yet. So he's got 3 blues. So he's going to score 8 points for 3 of the blues. Right? And then he would score 8 points. Oh, I think that's what that means. 8 points for the red, 8 points for the. So he put it in there, but if he had met. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Let's go back 8. That is these things. So he did 3 purples or pinks, so that's 8. Okay, that puts him up. He only had 1 yellow and only 2. Oh, he skipped. He skipped this. He's supposed to get 2 energy. Oh well. He only had 2 blue and 2 yellow, so he doesn't score 8 times. I see what it means. So it's 8 for the red, 8 for the yellow, 8 for the blue. That's why you want to snag those spots. Okay, that makes sense. I see what they're saying. So then the other card, the type of in-card card you have tucked, credits or energy. So that's what they're saying. Okay, so now he gets 5 points for either credits or energy. So it's one or the other. So he's got a lot of credits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 credit card, 5 credits. So it's 25 points. So he's going to go up to 47. He's at 147. And then he's got how many orange? Let's see if this needs to be. On this side, score points for each set of 3 techs, 1 of each type. Oh, was that? Oh. Each set of 3 life traces you mark. Okay. 1 of each. One of each color. Okay, so this one was 1 of each color. And he only did. So he should have got. He had 1 set of pink, yellow, and blue. Another pink, yellow, and blue. So he should actually get another 8 points. Okay. And then he has only 1. So he's going to get 11 points for a set of that. 55, 65, 66. Okay. And now then I didn't have a set of, so I didn't get that. But now over here, I had 1 blue, so I'm only going to get 11 as well. 61 to 72. Oh, sorry, I only get 8. So that's 11, 10, 9, 8. Okay, that's it. That should be the end of the game. That should be all the scoring. That should be it. Yep, that's it. So the game ended. So this took almost 3 hours. Again, I'm sitting there playing as 2 people. And let me switch the camera. But we ended up with my score. I was considering myself as the orange. So I only had 69 points. But my other guy had 166. So not too shabby. Again, it went real slow because trying to learn the rules, trying to play with 2. And I would imagine the first time a game of 4 people, it's probably going to run probably 4 hours, I would imagine. So I don't know. I don't think I'll get this played tomorrow. I think I'm going to need a Wednesday night where this is all we're going to play, and everybody kind of has taken a look at it and looked at how to play and is prepared. I really do enjoy this game. This was a lot of fun, and it really, the very first time I went through it just didn't make sense. Today it did click better. I'm thankful that I had that demo, so some of the things like I kind of, you know, had a little bit more of an idea of what I was supposed to do, and I'm really looking forward to playing this. This is a fantastic game, even though I kicked my own butt. So, um, yeah, there's. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, like, subscribe, and we'll catch you at the next one again. Appreciate you watching. Hope you have a fantastic day. Thanks again.